Hey everyone, as you're aware, we have now launched automations within Stackby. So you will see it on the automations tab here. Now in automations, there are two most fundamental aspects. One are triggers and one is action. Based on a certain trigger, only then an action will perform. Now let's go over all the triggers that we have now added so far, in Stackby. So there are few triggers like when a row is created. So in the row is created, you will see the configuration where you just have to select the table of the stack. Here we have created the post table. So you will see it whenever there is a new row added in the post table, that trigger will perform. Now the second trigger would be when a row is updated. Now this is an interesting one because it opens up new possibilities. So you have to select the table in which the row needs to be updated, and then you can select any specific columns that you want that action to perform on. So let's say you just want to see whenever there is an update on a particular column, only then that particular action is performed. Let's say you select a column. Here you select when only you see the status is changed, or when let's say the budget is changed. So I've watched two columns in the row is updated, and only on then it will work. And then you can basically select the test step, and that's it. And you can use that particular trigger into any of the actions. Now the third is when a form is submitted. So I'm pretty sure that you're creating a lot of Stackby forms to bring information into your tables directly. We have also recently added two column layout in forms. So now you can beautify your forms and take it to another level. So when a form is submitted, you just have to select a table in which the form is linked to, and select the form view. So here, there is a social media request form. So you can choose a particular row, and that's it. Only on that particular trigger, an action will perform. The fourth is when a row enters into a view. So, I'm sure you have got multiple filtered views, within your table in Stackby. So not only you can create one grid view, which is the master view, but you can also create separate filtered views of each of the views, within the table. So in this particular trigger, you just have to select the table, and you just have to select which particular row, which particular view you want that row to enter into. So let's say you only want the rows to enter into the organic, view. From the social media calendar, from the post table. You just choose a row, and that's it. You can basically use that as a trigger for any of the particular actions that you want to create on this particular condition. You can also create triggers at scheduled times. There are certain things that you want to basically add on a daily basis, or on a weekly basis, or on a monthly basis. So you can basically change the trigger. You can select the intervals, minutes, hours, days, weeks, months, or even like a one time. Let's say, every one day at a particular time, let's say at 10 a.m. starting on a particular date, you want to particularly test a trigger, and you want certain, rows to be created automatically, on this, at particular scheduled times. So you can test this trigger, and you will see that you can start adding particular rows, or start sending emails at a particular time to someone. Then, there is another granular one when a row matches a particular condition. Now this is very interesting because it also opens up new possibilities. So you can select a table, of course, and then you can basically select, a condition, within that table. Let's say from the post table, the status is revision, and you want to choose a particular row. You can send an email only when the post is in revision. So if you want to send that email to somebody who's in the approval state, or who will revise the particular content, or the content manager, they can get an email on this particular trigger. So yeah, so here's few triggers that we've added in Stackby. There are 6 triggers that we've started with, but of course we are going to keep adding more as we go. Both create more internal triggers, as well as some external popular app triggers. So we're continuously building on these automations. So let us know what you think, and start using automations within Stackby today. Cheers, bye.